Week 10, Pittsburgh Steelers go to Indianapolis to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Um, some will call this a trap game. This should be a game that the Steelers handle uh, very easily, as they always usually do when we play the Colts. But let's talk about it. Colts 3-5, the Steelers 6-2. Pittsburgh, of course, had a bye week. The Colts coming off their victory over the Houston Texans. Shout out to the Deshaun Watson and the Texan fans, man, going through it right now. But yeah, man, let's talk about this game. Going to Indianapolis, taking on the Colts. The Indianapolis Colts, we know the story with Andrew Luck. He's always hurt, okay? The Colts defense is just horrible. It's not good at all. They can't rush the passer. So, I mean, really, like I always say every week when it comes to defense, defense wins games. Defense wins championships. But the formula to winning, playing good defense and winning games is just rush the passer, stop the run. And that's like the formula to be good on defense. And that's just what we're going to have to do against the Colts. Get to the quarterback, get some sacks, force some turnovers, and do our thing on defense. Now the Colts offense is horrible. They're one of the worst defenses in football. There's a reason they're 3-5. But I would like to see us establish the run early, and then put some passing in, and we know Antonio Brown, man. We know what this guy does against the Colts. He just has big games against the Colts. He makes great catches against the Colts. So I'm looking for AB to have a big game this week, along with the rest of the receivers. I really am. I'm coming off a bye. Hopefully everybody, I'm not real sure on everybody yet who's healthy. Gilbert's too. Hopefully they'll be back. Whatever minor injuries we have on the team should be cleared up and ready to roll against the Colts. So we should be full. Have our full squad against the Colts. I believe. Yeah, man, this could be a trap game. The Colts, they look horrible. We know how we do against teams with losing records. Games you think you should roll through, and then you fuck around and lose. Hopefully, that's not the case this week, and I don't really see why it would be. We always have played good against the Colts in Indy or at Pittsburgh. We have always dominated this matchup, this series. Even when Peyton was there, we owned this series. He did beat us a couple times. But we always beat the Colts, and I definitely look for that to continue come Sunday. The Colts are just bad, man. They did beat Houston without Deshaun Watson, but I watched them play Cincinnati, but they were horrible. They're not a good football team. And whether they had Andrew Luck or not, we'd still beat them. It don't matter. It is what it is. But yeah, we own this series with the Colts. And like I said, in this game, just shut down that run, get pressure on the quarterback. And you know what to do on offense. Like I said, I think Antonio Brown, Le'Veon, and Ben all have big games. Be interested to see what we do with the rest of the receivers. But yeah, not a lot to talk about this week with the Colts. Is it Nat Town's finest? He reps the Colts in here. So, shout out to you, man. I don't have any personal hate for the Colts. My cousin is a Colts fan. I don't live far from Indianapolis, just about 2 hours away from me. And if it wasn't my daughter's birthday on the real, I would be there. I would be at this game. But I just hope that Pittsburgh's focused They've had 2 weeks to get ready for this game, so they should come out, look fresh, look sharp, and get an easy win at Indy. Let's be real. That's what should happen. There's no reason not to get the W, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like I said, no personal hate for the Colts. We own this series, and I look for us to continue owning this series as time goes on. As after Sunday, there's not a lot there. I mean, T.Y. Hilton is like the only dude on their offense that does anything. The rest of the receivers haven't done shit. Much respect to Frank Gore, but this dude's old. He can't do what he once did. I mean, the Colts are just a bad football team. Hopefully, what should happen on defense, we should get enough pressure on the quarterback to where T.Y. Hilton don't see nothing. That's just the way it is. But this is just, the Colts, they're just a bad football team. There's really not a lot for me to speak on about the Colts and Steelers game because we know what it is. We're 6-2 coming off a bye. And you just want to continue winning and get that number 1 seed. That's what I'm worried about. The second half of the season, every game, the Steelers pretty much got to approach it like an elimination game, and hopefully that's what they'll do because it's going to be tough, but it can be done. It can be done, and I look for the Steelers to be stronger the second half of the season. I think they play 5 of their last 8 at home, which is a plus. But like I said, all we can worry about right now is the Indianapolis Colts and going into Indy and taking care of them once again, like we should do. And we should be sitting at 7-2 with a short week before we play the Titans at home. In the division, we see what it is. The Browns had a bye. We had a bye. The Bengals and Ravens lost again. This division, we're the only good team in the division. Let's just put it like that. I seen the AJ Green little fight yesterday, silly shit. But yeah, man, just get ready for the Colts. Like I said, I look for a big game from Antonio Brown, as he always does against the Colts. I look for Le'Veon to have I look for the whole offense to have a big day. And also look for this defense to get some sacks and some turnovers. But it's a 1 o'clock game, and I believe that's our last 1 o'clock game until the last game of the year because we play like 4 fucking games on prime time. But let's get ready going there to Indianapolis, handle business, take care of business, and improve to 7-2. And hopefully everybody will be back, like Tuitt and all them. But yeah, let's start the second half of the season off right. Got a big college football game coming up. Saturday night, Convicts versus the Catholics. Shout out to the Convicts. But shit, I'm out, man. This is my preview for the Steelers Colts. I see the Steelers rolling past the Colts, proving to 7-2. There's just nothing there from Indianapolis on that team that really threatens me. And with Pittsburgh having 2 weeks rest to prepare for the Colts, I look for this to be a blowout. But shit, y'all take care of each other, man. I'm out. East up as always. Peace.